Hello, Simmers, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Kayla, and I love to build things in The Sims 4. Whether you're here for speed builds, renovations, fun challenges, or just some good old towny makeovers, you're in the right place. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you'll never miss any of my feature videos. Now let's get into it. So in today's build, I'm going to be renovating Salim Benali's apartment in Myshuno. And here is the floor plan I'm going to use now. I got it off of Pinterest from the user Color in Space. So yeah, this is the floor plan that I'm going to be using for today's video. And so yeah, let's just get right into it. In the beginning, I kind of, left the footage in there of me going through it. Just so you can see, what it looked like before if you're unfamiliar. And here I am taking the tool mod and just removing that box, fuse electrical box of the mice holes. And then I'm also going to remove that vent because if I'm not mistaken, it gives off some stinky smells. I just kind of forgot about it until now. So there we go, removing that. And then I'm just drawing out the floor plan, and then we're going to get right into the decorations. So this build is going to be CC heavy. So apologies for that. I filmed this video a long time ago, maybe a year or so ago. This was actually the first video that I filmed. I just never like put it out. Because fun fact, I was recording myself building long before I even decided to create this YouTube channel. So this is just a video that I had, and I'm like, it's too good to keep hidden away. So I'm going to put it out for you guys. So here we are. I don't think I used anything from the actual game, to be quite honest, but it's okay. And to be quite fair, I don't even remember the different collections that I used, but I will go through the build and write a list of the creators because believe it or not, I play in this apartment. So so I can go ahead and create that CC list. That way, if you want it, then you can also have the custom content that goes along with it. Now, I do know that this kitchen set is from Tuds. It's the Beam collection, and I really, really like it. I don't think this set came with any upper cabinets. So if I'm not mistaken, I lied. I said I didn't use anything from the game. If I'm not mistaken, I did use the uppers from Home Chef Hustle for this. So yeah. So every time I do an apartment for a male, I kind of automatically gravitate towards a black or dark color scheme. I don't know why that is. And I did do that for this one. I want to say everything was like black and gray and white in here. Again, that's like my minimalist millennial grayish spirit kicking in, but I think it turned out very nice in the end. I mean, I would want to live here if I was a single sim or a single person. I don't have to be a sim. I guess I do have to be a sim to live here, but whatever. Y'all get my drift. So I was thinking about using this slouch of the couch from the apartment therapy set, but I may change the color or swap the couch out altogether. So yeah, just going through my loads of custom content. Yeah, I did swap it out to the Harley sofa from Peacemaker. Also, about 90% of my CC I get from CurseForge. And then the other 10% I will get like from, I guess, Patreon, the Patreon page of the specific creator, but a lot of the stuff I do have come from CurseForge. So that makes it that much more, that much easier to download the CC, in my opinion. But yeah, so here I am changing all those gray or, what's it called? Stainless steel colors to white. And yeah, just getting some different cabinets in here because like there's no pantry space, and I like to play with a little bit of realism. So I figured that tall cabinet on the right hand side could be like for pantry storage. And here I am, like I said, getting the uppers from Home Chef Hustle, and also going ahead and changing those brown wood stools to a white, just to like kind of make the color scheme cohesive. Not to say that the wood tones would have thrown anything off, but my mind just goes to black, white, gray. So that's what I did. Okay, and here I am just trying to find some side tables. I think these are from the creator. I think it's 876. Oh, I hit the mic. I'm sorry, guys. Mm, yeah, 876 Simmer is the creator for that side table. Here I am going back into the kitchen, finding some clutter for our counters. I don't know if I should say this, but I do play my game with mods. And Basemental is one of them. So if you see me placing an ashtray with cigars over there, it's because in my game, that's what Salem does. Salim. I call him Salim. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but I like Salim, so I'll call him Salim. Salem, I don't know, but whatever. It's my world. So, so yeah, he deals basemental things. I don't like I said, I don't know what I can and cannot say, but he does basemental stuff in my game. So as you can see, that stuff is sitting on the side table. And I thought this apartment was fitting. In the okay, so let me um take a pause and say I did record this as a talk through, but like I said, this was my first ever video recording myself, and I forgot to turn down the music in the actual game, so the music was really loud and you really couldn't even hear what I was saying. But in the beginning I was saying that I wanted to make this a trap house because of the things that he does in my game, but I'm like, why does he have to live in a trashy apartment? Like, he can live in a nice apartment. So this is me giving him a nice apartment to live in. Now, I will say I ended up turning on aging in this particular save file that I'm playing him in, and he's no longer among the land of the living. He's unalived, just because of old age. I was trying to do like a legacy rotational style gameplay, so um we're like 4 generations in, so of course Salem is no longer here. But yeah, like I said, I still wanted to share this apartment with you guys. So I've talked through the living room, the kitchen, all that good stuff, but you saw it come together. So here we're moving on into the bedroom, and I'm just trying to find like the perfect bed for him because again, everything has to be black, white, and gray, right? Um, and then I don't, I can't remember, but I think I changed the bed in this, but it kind of came together kind of quickly. But um, that space to the right of the bedroom is going to be like an entryway slash office area. But here we are moving into the bathroom. I did have this tile in here, but I'm going to change it just because it didn't fit my white, gray, black color scheme. So I'm going to change that tile here momentarily. But just getting, I believe all of the stuff in the bathroom came from Harrie and Felix, or because they have stuff together and then they have stuff separately. I want to say this came from something that they did together. Um, it looks like basic. So yeah, I'm gonna go with it being the basic set from that pair. So yeah, here I am changing the tile to something just a little bit more clean, something that I would imagine seeing in an apartment. And I also like the fact that the floor tiles lined up with the wall tile. So that was another plus for me. Here I am just grabbing some clutter. I don't want to forget the toilet paper roll. I'm going to put a robe, and I'm also going to put a like a cabinet or storage unit in here. So yeah, sorry, I had to take a drink. And then with that, the bathroom's pretty much complete. Just grabbing some extra toilet paper rolls to put up there along with some towels. I probably could have left the towel ladder in there. But just want to change stuff out just to be difficult, I guess. But yeah, so here I am going back into the bedroom, I believe, just to finish that up. I wanted to try to bring in another color in here, but um, again, I think I pretty much just stick with the black, white, gray aesthetic. I tried. Maybe I did bring in cream. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna get the dresser, a mirror. I know I did change the dresser unit a couple times. I wanted to have it to make it be like look like it was a closet. And then for whatever reason I have this, I fill it up and then I take it away. And I think I put the unit that we had in there prior to this one, and it's from that same creator, 876 Simmer, I believe. Or maybe I go with something different altogether. Here I am going back into the living room, just finding a little bit more clutter. And then we're going to go ahead and do this entryway. So I can't remember off the top of my head what career Salim is in, but I figured everybody needs a computer. So I just went ahead and put a desk in an iMac right here in this entryway. And then on the opposite side of the room, I'm also going to put like an entryway table, mirror, and stuff like that. Shoes, just because I would imagine he doesn't like shoes on the inside of his place, which I kind of do and I kind of don't. I guess it's a mix. Sometimes the kids don't really follow instructions, but it is what it is. We have mostly tile anyways in the house, so it's fine. Yeah, so just going through the catalog, getting a little bit more clutter. In my mind, I don't know, maybe his mom helped him decorate. I think this apartment looks really, really good. And I also don't want to discount males, like maybe they do know how to decorate. But yeah, so we figured he got a little bit of help. I know his mom's not in the game, but if I'm playing with somebody, I like for them to have parents. So I did create parents for him in my save. Obviously they're no longer in the save either, just due to age. But I originally did create him some parents. Okay, so we're pretty much nearing the end of the video. I'm just going to go ahead and find some artwork for above the bed so that the walls weren't so bare. I went back and forth, but in the end I leave the picture in the living room in there, and then I'm going to grab something else. I think this is from Peacemaker. And I really like all the different prints in here. But yeah, so I'm going to finally change out that dresser, and then we can go into real time and take a tour of this apartment. Okay, so here's the completed build. I will say, I mentioned in the video that I recorded this a long time ago, and when I went into this apartment, some things were different. So I tried my best to put it back how it's supposed to be. So yeah, so let's go in. I'm trying to do this in tab mode, but let's just get out of it. Okay, this apartment is small anyways. So when you come in, you have the little entryway / office. I realized I didn't change that swatch to what it was in the video, but it's okay. Everything else is pretty much the same. Okay, so that's that. And this door is his bedroom, so we can go ahead and go in there. Let's go up a little bit. So this is what it turned out looking like. And then when you come out back into the foyer, you enter into the kitchen. Ooh, okay, so here we go. In the kitchen area. And then we're gonna turn around for the living room. So here is our living room. So we can see that. And last but not least is the bathroom. We'll just give an overhead of that. So yeah, this is something in my game is causing this weird shadow, and it's really bothering me. I have to figure out what it is, but anywho. So yeah, here is an overhead shot of how things turned out. Let's get all this out the way. And that's a wrap for today's Simmers. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find this build on the gallery under my EAID, which is SirenaSimsYT. Keep in mind this one does have custom content, so you'd have to check that box in the gallery, and I will put a list of the creators and the names of the packs that I used is also in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know what you want to see next. So make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll never miss any of my future videos. Until next time, friends, toodles!